Heh.
Hello, YouTube land. How are you today? Hope you're comfy. We're comfy.
So I guess we fully committed to doing a full 151 playthrough, so... This part, I mean, I'll be doing stuff because, you know, I can do this kind of quickly, but it's going to be a lot of catching stuff.
Jadina is gonna catch them all. But you get like a special thing when you catch them all.
You get a little tiny certificate.
That's right.
That we can't print out with a Game Boy printer.
Not even a nibble. Not even a nibble.
I don't understand the purpose of having, like, variants. It just wastes your time.
I guess it's like real fishing. My god.
First try.
Do we have a Goldeen yet?
So the old rod and the good rod, I don't know if it's the same in the vanilla. I'm assuming so, because this is a pretty, you know, it's not like changing a whole ton of stuff. But the old rod and the good rod only has two Pokemon. Whoops. Only has two Pokemon per rod. The old rod is Goldeen and Poliwag, and the good rod is Krabby and Horsey.
Oh, nice.
So once we catch those two, we can literally just deposit the rods and never use them again. The only ones with varying drop pulls are the super rod.
Can you maybe turn it up just very slightly?
Okay. I just didn't want to have chipmunk noises, but it is a little quiet.
Yeah. Very slightly. Not even a friggin' nibble. Alright, here's the topic of the part while he's catching stuff. We got a Horsey. So Trevor watched the new War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. And because I was like, you gotta watch it. It's such a meme.
Oops.
Yep. How much did you like it?
I mean, I did laugh, but it was more just like painfully cheap. And like Spencer, I was like, man, this must have been made on like $5 million or something. But Spencer was like, yeah, it's a $65 million budget. It's like, where did that money go?
Hollywood accounting.
It's like the monsters are like PS2 graphics. It like literally PS2 graphics.
And besides, Ice Cube is obviously like a big.
Yeah, I guess that
name,
was where most of the
But
money came.
like everyone else is like no names, and it's probably like their like first thing they were ever in, and like rip for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And.
But there is some pretty funny stuff. It's like, it borders on, I mean, it doesn't even border on. It's like just straight up like propaganda for some stuff like Amazon. Literally, Amazon Air saves the day. It's like, screw you!
Thank you, Amazon Air!
But yeah, if anyone wants to watch, thankfully it's painlessly short. It's like 89 minutes and like, it has like a 7-minute credit scene, so it's like literally like 82 minutes long. It's like, thank God.
My favorite part ever in the history of mankind is because his, like, wife passed away, which is, like, something they, like, kind of go into, but not really. You know, it's just like, man, my wife died. And it's like, oh, that sucks. And he, like, every once in a while goes back and, like, messages her on Facebook Messenger and is like, I miss you. And then it says undelivered or whatever. And, like, halfway through, the aliens invade, and they're, like, taking down internet and Facebook and whatever. And it literally gets a notification that says, your memories are erasing. And, like... I'm sorry, it's so funny. Bad. It's so funny. And then, like, the screen starts to flicker, kind of like it would in, like, an electrical interference kind of thing. Or electrical interference, for you memesters out there. To prevent electrical interference. And the pictures of his dead wife just start, like, just deleting, like, in real time, and it's just the funniest thing I've ever seen. And he goes, no! No! And you know, like, he's just told, like, he's not, obviously, he's just looking at, like, a camera. You know, so they're like, alright, in this scene, you're saying, triangulate the coordinates, of the IP address, something, something, something. And then you go, damn!
It really reminds me of that one friend, or that one movie, that horror movie about, like, MySpace or whatever.
Unfriended?
It's like the same thing.
I think it's probably Unfriended.
Okay.
That one's pretty infamous.
It's like, 90% of the movie is a desktop screen cap, and they'll cut to, like, real footage, so it's not, like, as cheap as Unfriended. But, like, it's, like, almost the same tier.
And I don't know a ton about, like, technical jargon, but it's clear that the stuff that they use, like, the technical jargon is, like, not a thing. Like, there's one part where the aliens are, like, walking. They're in these, like, I guess they're the ships, the alien ships. I don't know if you actually see the actual aliens themselves. Anyway, but they're walking along, and he, like, uses the mouse to, like, crop the size of them, and then he right clicks, and it's like send to DHS or whatever it is, like send to the place he wants to send to, and it's like inspect element, send to blah, and I'm like, that's just not how it works. Every single person in the world knows that's not. At least I assume most people know that's not how it works. Or he's like, get into that Tesla, and he hacks it in like 1 second.
In like literally like 2 seconds, he just like opens up like a tab and he like right clicks and he's like,
it's like it's
so
it might as well be called TeslaHack.exe, and it's like, all right, I'm in. And then like all right, so what if that was a thing where like someone could easily hack a Tesla? Then some bad actor would just be like, I want to crash all the Teslas head on into each other, and it's like, yep.
That should be the movie. It should just be like the villain should be like just the Giga hacker. It'd be even funnier that way.
I'm in, but yeah, it's so good.
Okay.
Well, and the thing is, I watched it last Sunday before it was a meme. Like I don't know what day it came out, but Ash was like, "Oh, I want to watch this," and I was like, okay. And then I started watching it. I was like, Ash, this really sucks.
Is the main actor is his name Ice Cube?
Yeah, he used to,
I don't know anything about him.
He used to be in oh man. He used to be a rapper. I forget. Yeah, I think he was in
it's
NWA,
it's better than like, like most rappers are like, like a wrestler acting, but like he does not try almost at all. There's sometimes when they cut away to like ridiculous stuff and he was like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Well, and it's just like
right. Yeah, the only thing left is Ekans, but Ekans is in Route 4, so I'm gonna start fighting trainers.
I think, well, the weirdest part is, so this is true. I read this multiple sources. So that character, the Ice Cube character, was originally supposed to be a paraplegic, which would make like kind of sense as to why he can't like leave. Like if like crap's hitting the fan and he's like, well, I can't go out on the streets and help you, but I can help by using my computer skills. But there was one scene where Ice Cube like throws a chair, and the director was so impressed by that he changed the character to not be paraplegic.
Really? Is that real?
I read that in multiple places. So I mean, and it wasn't like a random like no-name page on Facebook, and I'm like, okay. Because then when they said it, I'm like, oh, that would make so much sense if he was in a wheelchair. He'd be like, I can't leave. Like, I can't...
He tries to leave for, like, 5 seconds, then the door is locked, and he's like, well, I guess I'm sitting down again.
It's like, damn, door's locked. I was wondering how many days he was on... I wondered two things. First of all, was, like, how many days was he on set? Like, 2, maybe? Maybe 1?
Maybe 1.
Maybe literally 1. Of just being like, all right, so
especially, like, all those scenes where, like, I mean, he talks a lot. And he's on screen a lot, but like he's just in that one room with that one camera, and like all his lines are probably like 30 minutes. It might have been one day.
You know what it probably reminded me of? Do you know, this is a throwaway Simpsons joke, but you know when Krusty's going in to record the lines for his Krusty doll, and he walks in and he goes, hey, it's me, Krusty the Clown. Hey, it's me, Sideshow Mel, whatever, go up. And then he just leaves. And it's like good enough to use it, and then he just leaves. I'm like, dude, I wonder if that's how it was. It was like, you got me for one day. It's like, damn. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say damn 14 different times, and you can use it over and over again. Damn! Damn! Oh, man. But yeah, the obviously the best part about it, just in general, is that it's the aliens are coming in, and instead of being like, we want to take the resources of the Earth, which has been done a million times, but it makes sense. They're like, we want your data, we want your metadata. And it's like, why?
There's a scene of them...
I don't get, like, I never, like, what, but why? Why would aliens want the metadata?
There's a scene of them draining all the servers, and you can see, like, it's just like a cartoon, like Game Boy graphic of, like, all the like things going down. It's like so stupid. Why would they have like, oh, here's the graphic for the full servers, and they're in this like it looks like a red battery, and it gets drained if it's not full. It's like what? What is?
I just like, and not only that, if they were like that entwined into it, why wouldn't they just like do like harvest the data from like behind the scenes? Why would they have to land to be like, now we're really harvesting your data? Like, why? For what reason? Everyone's so inept and sucky that you can just do it. Like, you already hacked it, you know? It's not like they landed and were like, now we did it.
Now we did it.
And I'm just like...
And they knew about the aliens, and they knew what the aliens wanted, and then, like, the very, very cartoonishly evil guy that wants to survey every human... He's like, it doesn't matter, we can survey every human's thought with this program. We need to run the satellite. And it's like, but we already know that the aliens want specifically that.
And yeah, and they are... and when he, like, when Ice Cube, like, FaceTimes him, it's so funny. Like, just being like, let me WhatsApp the president. Dude, there's one where, like, the president's calling, and he's like, nah, man, and he goes to like call his daughter. I'm like, bro, like what?
And he gets an offer at the very end where it's like the president wants you to make a new data thing, and he's like, nah.
Like, I can't imagine that being a situation, but I just love it. It's like, the president needs you urgently. It's like, I gotta talk to my son, and it's like, okay, I don't know. Oh man, but yeah, it's incredible.
What?
But it failed. But
I didn't even know Dig could miss.
It's probably
Hello, Graveler.
It's probably like 98. First loss.
I was looking at some of the.
Don't skip this.
I'm not.
Faster. Good.
I was looking at some of the move changes, and they actually, I didn't realize this, but Dig had a power of 100 in Gen 1, which is like as much as Earthquake is. And then they nerfed it, and it's like, okay, that, I mean, it makes sense. It's just weird that in Gen 1 it's that strong.
You mean Yellow Special nerfed it?
Yellow Legacy, the ROM hack.
Oh, Yellow Legacy, yeah, my bad. Yeah. So yeah, it's on Amazon Prime if anyone wants to watch it. And, I mean, there's just, it's definitely best watch if you have, like, a couple other people to watch it with.
It's fun to make fun.
I had a very unique experience that, like, I watched it before it was a meme, and it was just like, Ash was like, let's watch this. And I was like, okay. And then, like, 15 minutes in, I was like, oh, is this going to be one of those movies where it's, like, all on the freaking computer screen? And those are really hard to do right. You know what I mean? Like, it has been done before where, like, a majority of it's, like Blair Witch or whatever. It's not the same thing, but it's, like, through a lens or whatever.
It's like it's like 50% a screen cap from a Windows desktop and then half a found footage movie. It's like the two cheapest things possible.
Yeah. And like it has been done okay before, but I mean at least it's funny. I mean there's obviously bad movies that are just boring.
Yeah.
You know, so at least it's like super funny for that, but what was I gonna say? It's just like Paranormal Activity, one of their movies, one of their later ones was like pretty much like that, where it's like, it's Paranormal Activity except for through, what's the word? Through home surveillance. Instead of that, it's like on a computer, and it's like, please. And I also like how like, he would like, WhatsApp people who like were probably like there was that one girl who like
did you notice in the very last, it reminded me of the microwave corridor of the Ice Cube trying to insert the USB stick into the what it was called, Goliath, and he had to hold on to his iPhone the entire time. He was crawling, the tentacles were around his leg, but he was still holding his iPhone up to make it make sense for him to keep recording what he was doing. It's like, come on, just drop the phone, little bro.
So based.
I want to change boxes.
Yeah, it was incredible, and it's all thanks to the day is saved by Amazon, thank God.
The other one that was exactly like that is the girl special agent that went onto the scene of trying to find the hacker originally. She was holding her handgun, like, tactically, but instead of a knife, it was her iPhone.
Yeah, I kind of knew something was weird where early on, like, that woman, like, almost gets, it's a fake out. It seems like she gets killed by, like, an asteroid or something like that, and he's like, damn! But it was, like, one of his good friends, and he's like, damn! And then she's not, and he's like, alright.
There's so many moments like that where he's just, like, the most not caring about
anything. It's like, hey, one of your best friends just did this.
It had to be... Yeah, like what you were saying, it had to be just, like, stock footage of being like, okay, say these 20 phrases, and we'll just use them as they're appropriate, I guess.
Really, yeah. So I found that to be incredibly hilarious. And then the woman, like, WhatsApp called him and was like, I'm okay. And he was like, alright, cool. I'm like, okay.
That's
awesome. What else? Oh, yeah, I knew something was wrong when, like, maybe 15, 20 minutes in, he was like, what, are they going to use this data to look what is in everyone's Amazon cart? I was like, wait a minute now. I was like, why is this, like, a reference? Thunder Wave? No!
I'm not sure if Thunderwave is actually, like, all that useful. I mean, it is a 100% paralysis move, but a lot of times, like, if I'm switching Pikachu in, it's probably going to be against, like, a flying or water type that's going to die in one hit. Because it's not like Pikachu can take hits.
Right, fair.
So, if something comes along that's better, like, I think Pikachu learns Headbutt at, like, level 25 and Thunderbolt at level 30, I'll get rid of Thunderwave.
Does Yellow have the thing where you can just go up to a tree and press A to cut it?
No.
That's something they added.
This is something.
I think that's something they added in Gold and Silver, right? I'm pretty sure.
I want to say that...
Or maybe it wasn't in Gold
It might have been, like, Ruby and Sapphire. There's a lot of, like, quality of life stuff that you're just like, oh, surely in, like, since the beginning. It's not. Like...
Dude, the bicycle thing, like, pressing select to bicycle? Or is that a thing in the...
Yeah, you can't select. I think doing the select thing, was added in Gen 2.
That's definitely Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact, yeah.
But, like, even, like, the prompt to use a repel after one runs out, I swear it's, like, Gen 4 or 5 that they finally added that. But they added that in this, and it's like...
Oh, that's cool. So,
when
when it runs out, it's like, would you like to use another?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, it's definitely not in Gen 2. I don't think it's in Gen 3 either. And I recently just played Platinum, but I don't remember exactly. Alright, so here we're just looking for an Oddish.
Dude, Caterpies are only 1 foot tall. Like, that is... I understand it's like a literal bug, but that's so small for a Pokemon.
It really is. Oh, also, Weedle's description is so gross.
Slimy.
No, it's... I mean, we'll see in a second.
Alright, we're gonna look up what's the shortest Pokemon, or I guess the smallest Pokemon. Let's see.
Look at what they described Weedle as. Hairy
Beware
bug.
of the sharp stinger on its head. Oh, hairy bug. Oh, okay.
Alright, the only other thing I need is Oddish. I think Oddish... No, Yeah, I'm just gonna grab it here. It's not like a rare spawn or anything.
Okay,
It might spawn somewhere else, but I'm not 100%.
List of Pokemon by height? Dude. Pokemon.fandom, you are the real MVP.
Dude, like, especially Pokemon, they have cataloged everything possible for Pokemon.
So, Sinistea is 4 inches. So is Comfy, Cosmoem, Cutiefly, and Flabébé. I don't know if you're...
There's so many new crap mons that I don't know anything about. I think I know what Cutiefly is. It's just a little bug
Wow,
thing.
Diglett is 8 inches? That's crazy. And so is... Really? Azurill? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Azumarill?
No, the smaller one.
Oh, the small one.
A Zurl is 8 inches.
That is pretty tiny.
Mew is a foot 4 inches.
Definitely the anime takes some liberties there.
Of course.
Diglett is definitely not 8 inches
tall. No, you could...
Dude, can I have an Oddish?
If you think about it, that would be kind of scary. Because you would just be walking along, and like if it was like a 2 or 3 foot thing that you could see, you'd be like, okay. But you'd just be walking around along, and all of a sudden you would like bump into this thing and be like, what the hell was that? And it's like all these Diglets.
Okay, thank you. This is what Spencer asked for, by the way, folks. He wanted me to see...
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
There is the worst...
Charmeleon.
The worst grind, other than Safari Zone, is going to be in Route 23, which is the Victory Road route. There is a 1.2% chance of an EV spawning, and we only get 1 free EV from Celadon City. So we need to grind out 2 1% encounters, and I'm going to make Spencer watch it.
Alright. How do we get a Raichu?
Raichu spawns in the power plant.
How do we get Alakazam and the ones we have to train?
They just level up around level 40.
Oh, so that you don't have to train them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. Dude, every time I see Pikachu, I'm like, F you. It's like just that. Wait, turn down. So... Look at that dumb face.
He has a Tetris piece for it.
He literally has Tetris. And just everything he does, I'm like, hey, Pikachu, go in this ball. No. Evolve. No. Can I put you in the PC? Can you put him in the PC?
You can put him in the PC. And he does like a little sad cry.
Does he still follow you?
No.
Oh, okay. You can do
That's
that.
why I want to force myself to use Pikachu. But they do buff. I explained it before, but they added 125 points to his total base stat total. And he also benefits from one of the more obscure mechanics in Gen 1 and 2 is that certain badges increase your stats by 12.5%. And in Yellow Legacy, the ROM hack creator buffed that percentage to 25% for Pikachu specifically. And there's also a glitch in Gen 1 where every time you do a status or a stat buffing move in the Metal Battle, it'll reapply that gym boost every time. So even if you are doing like Defense Curl, which is only like defense, if you have all the badges, it actually buffs everything.
No.
Not as much as like the moves, but it's definitely noticeable. Like when I start buffing myself with a couple Swords Dances later on in the game with Parasect, you'll notice that he'll start outspeeding everything, and it's for the longest time I was like, why the crap does it do that? And it's like, oh, of course, Gen 1.
Jiggly. I can't wait for your team to have Tauros in it. We're gonna have Tauros in it.
Yeah. Tauros will probably be on my team. I'm still deciding what my main team's gonna be. I was really thinking about doing Starmie, but I always use Starmie, and Starmie is OP as crap. I was thinking about actually sticking with Poliwrath and maybe getting Jinx instead.
Jinx is one that you trade with someone, right?
In this, you can get in the Seafoam Islands. But that does mean I don't get in until right before Blaine, the game's almost over. Why am I doing this?
Because you gotta be healed, bro. Even though you didn't do anything.
Oh, I have to buy a Magikarp.
You have to buy a Magikarp?
In this, they made Magikarp a lot more rare. I think you can fish Magikarp out with a Super Rod, but I can also just buy one for $500, so whatever.
Cool. I like those
So in Mount Moon, I want a Zubat, Sandshrew, and a Clefairy. Clefairy is the only thing that's gonna be hard.
I have a sweet deal for you. Do you want a dumb fish for $5? I'd be like, yeah.
It doesn't sound like that bad of a deal.
Well, I assume that for 500 PP, I assume everyone is a penny.
Yeah.
That is my assumption. I mean, if it was $500, no. But then again, each Pokeball would cost $200, and I can't imagine that's a thing.
It definitely seems pretty on point. A Pokeball being $2.
Yeah, especially
in 1990 money, and also
Well, oh, nice. Well, also they're one-time use, right? I don't know if they are in the show, but definitely in the game you can only use them one time, so...
Clefairy has a fairly high or low catch rate, so this actually might not be 100%. Oh, never mind. I talked about this briefly, but I really, really love the Gen 1 catching mechanics. They're both broken, but also in like a way that makes them really convenient. I already mentioned that Great Ball is the best ball in the game because of how like the number formula works. It's complicated, and I don't even know how it actually works. But basically, for the most part, Great Ball is better for everything, especially things with high catch rates. And the only time that Ultra Ball is ever better is specifically legendaries. And what else am I looking for here?
Zubat, Clefairy.
I already have Sandshrew. Okay, I'm going to use a Repel.
Wait, you have Geodude?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have a Graveler on my team.
Yeah.
But basically, the only time Ultra Ball is better is with a legendary with a really low catch rate, and only if you go out of your way to reduce its HP. If it's at max HP, Great Ball is still better. Okay, so here, Ekans, Psyduck, Farfetch'd.
It's so weird to see use another, because that is just...
Yeah, it's not in the base game at all. And one of the reasons why Safari Zone is so ungodly awful is because the Safari Ball uses the Ultra Ball for its formula, which you would think would be good, but since you're only catching Pokemon at max HP because you literally cannot damage them, it makes catching anything in the Safari Zone really annoying.
That makes sense. I know that Safari Zone messes up many runs, which makes sense. Although is there anything else really like it in Pokemon where you just don't fight Pokemon to Pokemon and it's just you throwing rocks or bait at it?
Just until I catch the stuff. We will not have to catch nearly as much once we actually start going to Rock Tunnel. But Farfetch is fairly rare.
Oh, so here's something you might not know. Snake is Ekans backwards.
What? Look, it's Ekans Snake. You can see it.
We did it, bro.
I like how the Pokedex has to be it's a snake.
I don't know.
So Farfetch can spawn there, but I think it can also spawn on Route 6. And Route 6 we have to... Route 6 has Lickitung, but Lickitung also in the same route as Pinsir. I'm just going to try this real quick.
Lickitung. Now, Lickitung, if someone told me that was their favorite Pokemon, I would be like, that's base, dude. I think that's a fantastic choice. Yeah, my favorite Pokemon's Pidgey. Cool. Favorite Pokemon's Rattata.
I want to meet them, man.
Not even Pidgeotto or Pidgeot. It's Pidgey.
It's Pidgey.
Okay.
Oh, Meowth also spawns here.
This is what it's all about, dudes.
Oh, Meowth and Abra. Okay.
This is Pokemon. This is it. I'm sorry that, Whoa,
okay.
Pidgeotto.
The catch rate's probably going to be fairly high. I'm going to give it one ball.
It's fast asleep.
Yay.
Wow.
Really, Gen 1, all you need to do is just have, a decent sleep user. The best is Parasect, but honestly, sleep powder on, another grass type is still, 75%. So it's, not that bad. Especially since wild Pokemon are always, really weak.
Right. Gotta make them not wild. Hey!
Alright, so Meowth and... Now, Abra is in Route 24, so I'll just do that instead, because I also need to get a Venonat and a Bellsprout.
That's right! GG's.
Alright. I wrote Farfetch'd Route 4 specifically, so it's I was looking at the drop tables for this, so it's probably the highest drop right there.
Meowth is a scratch cat. Just in case.
Should
There's
definitely be like, I mean, it's obviously based off that fortune cat thing. I don't know, like, what the symbolism is, but you remember, like, Goemon 64?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's, like, one of your main, like, collectibles.
Right.
Like, the fat, like, yen, like, lucky cat. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely based off that.
Yeah, man, I want to play and understand Goemon. Mystical Ninja Goemon.
I was thinking about doing, like, an LP for that, but it's a big, empty game, and while it has a lot of soul, it's also, like, would be fairly long and hard to make interesting.
Do you know what one I want to do? Which would also be the same thing, but, like, I have a soft spot for it, despite it being not a very good game. Quest 64.
Alright, Farfetch'd, you can show up anytime. Oh, I still didn't get Psyduck. Okay, I'm glad I came back here.
I don't know why I'm so nostalgic for